I'm Juju and I have 7 days to crochet a dress. Let's see if we can do it. First off, let's pause it right here. Perfect. First, I'm going to start by explaining the pattern that I use. The pattern I'm using comes from Cameron Kane's video titled, How to Crochet Flower Sweater. I use this pattern because she does a very good job explaining how it works. Now we're going to talk about the front of the dress. I plan on creating one long panel that starts at my collarbone and ends around the midi length of a typical dress. I use this length personally because I wanted my dress to appear more classy. The plan is to make this panel 2 pattern repeats wide and around 8 to 10 repeats long. Here's the back of the dress. The back panel will need to be wider to accommodate for my hips and shorter in length because I want the dress to be backless. With this in mind, I plan to make the back panel 3 pattern repeats wide and around 5 to 7 repeats long. Hi y'all, it's day 3 and I basically didn't work on it all day yesterday. Obviously yesterday was day 2. I just was not feeling it at all. What we got done, we finished the other half of the 3rd repeat of the flowers, and then we got basically 1 full repeat done. So now instead of having only 2.5 flowers, we now have 4 flowers. The goal for today is to finish the entirety of the front panel. So this obviously goes here. This is going to be how far this goes thus far. I want it to go all the way down to midi length for the dress. So we're going to try to finish the rest of the repeats. I think I have about 4 or 6 more repeats of this pattern and the entirety of the front panel will be done. So let's see how long that takes me. I'll get back to you guys when I probably get to 6 repeats of the pattern so that you can see where that falls on me at that point. Okay, so this is how it's looking after I added 2 more repeats of the floral pattern. Thus far, this is where it sits. If I place it on my waist, it kind of sits where I want it to on my legs. This is the length that I kind of want it at. So now I just need to crochet 3 more sets of flowers for the top half. So I'll come back to you once I've gotten those 3 repeats done, and then the front panel will be completely done. But I'm really liking how it's coming out so far. Hey y'all, it's day 4. I finished the entire front panel yesterday, the entire thing. Let me show you. Also steamed it. So this is what my front panel is looking like after steaming. So obviously it's a little longer than where it is before I steamed it. So today we're going to work on the back panel. We're gonna just work on the back until I think it's okay to be used for the dress. And yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish the back panel today, but we can always try because yesterday I did get a lot of rows done. Okay, so I have 1 pattern repeat done. Let me show you what I have thus far. I basically have 1 pattern repeat done minus the last row. My wrist is starting to hurt, so I just stopped right here. It worked up longer than I expected it to. Yesterday, I was just on a roll cranking it out. I don't know what was going on, but I really wanted to finish that front panel yesterday, so I got it done. But like I was saying, my wrist is hurting. I'm gonna take a break right here, take a pause. I might declutter my room a little bit. I might go get an energy drink. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna take a break from this and come back to it later on in the day. I'll catch up with you guys then. not record days 5, 6, or 7. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you an explanation right here. Here's my excuses for lacking content. Number 1, I lost a game of Yarn Chicken. And who wants to keep working after losing a game of Yarn Chicken? Number 2, traveling / recording in the car, because how do y'all do that? For real, leave me tips in the comment section. And 3, I just needed to lock in. If you got a problem with that, you can talk to my manager about it, which is me. So we're gonna go day 7, day 6, day 5, and then we'll pop into the final walkthrough, the final runway walk, all that goodness. So let's cut to that clip. And 7, but this is what I did on day 7. All I did on day 7 was sew the panels together here and here. Day 6, I lined the panels with the fabric that I ended up using, which for the ones of you interested, I did a skin tone pattern or a skin tone fabric underneath of the dress on day 6. And then on day 5, that was just me finishing the dress. I only had to do one section of flowers for the front and the back panel because I ran out of yarn when I had about 4 rows left to do. So I just did my one floral pattern, then I was done. Leave a comment if you like the video, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.